When your team is tanking for the season, there's not a lot to focus on other than your chances at the lottery and the development of your young players. And although the Spurs are one of the younger teams in the league, the microscope is mostly on the rookies' development. And most people, even those outside the Spurs fan base, has likely heard of Jeremy Sohan, whether it's due to comparisons with Dennis Rodman or his inclusion in this year's Rising Stars game. But he's not the only Spurs rookie who's been impressing in recent games. Enter Malaki Branham, a 6'5" guard/wing who recently has emerged as one of the go-to scoring option for the Spurs. On the season, Malaki has played in 45 games, is averaging 9 points, shooting 44% from the field, 31% from three-point land, in just 22 minutes of action. And Malaki Branham has been on a tear this month of February, as prior to this, he played in 37 games, averaging 7 points, shooting at 41% from the field, 27% from the three-point line, in 19 minutes of action. Whereas in the 8 games he's played this month, Malaki has put up 18 points per game, shooting a staggering 51% from the field and 41% from the three-point line in an increased 32 minutes per game. Malaki has obviously gotten the green light from both Coach Pop and his teammates. But that brings up the question, is it sustainable? Can he keep putting up numbers like this as the season goes on? Well, I think it's a little bit of yes and no. In the past month, Malaki has shown the confidence, the drive, and the skills to be this scoring threat, but taking into considerations the factors of him not being able to sustain it, number one, his percentage will drop off just based on the opposing team's defense adjusting to him, and some off nights here and there. But the stat that's going to take the biggest hit is his minutes per game. Although yes, he's been putting up these great numbers, it's largely due to his increased role, becoming a starter, and the team's lack of offensive options outside the team's leading scorer in Keldon Johnson. And the Spurs are expecting a few of its players to return to the court after the All-Star break, most notably Devin Vassell, whose starting position has been filled up by Malaki Branham. But a move back to the bench doesn't automatically guarantee Malaki's stats going down. In fact, with the numbers that he put up against the starters of these teams, I'm pretty sure Malaki can replicate it against most of the other teams' bench units. After all, it's not just the numbers or the stats that put Malaki on this position. It can also be attuned to his growth, finding his footing on the system of the Spurs, and most importantly, building confidence. The rookie may not be able to average 18 or 20 points a game, but a solid 12 to 15 points per game on your rookie year, that's more than past Spurs rookies can say. And Pop said it best in an interview, quote, "He's really comfortable on the court, more so than most people his age. He's not in a hurry, he's not intimidated by anything, he's understanding the difference in physicality and athleticism and just basketball IQ. He's not just playing because people are hurt, he's been a quick study and uses this time wisely, so there'll be no more G League for him." So coming straight out of Coach Pop, basically Malaki is ready for the NBA. He's ready for a larger role, and I would like to see him fulfill that role in a fully healthy Spurs roster. And we're going to see that in the second half of the season. But what about you? What do you think of Malaki's recent run? Can he sustain it? Will he fall back down? Hopefully not too much. Sound off in the comments down below. Leave a like if you made it this far, and if you enjoyed the video, maybe share it to fellow Spurs fans or maybe just a Malaki fan. But thank you all, and peace out, Spurs fans.